name is Rachel Shanley and my topic is Education in Norway. There are currently 53 accredited higher education institutions in the country, and in addition, there are 22 non-accredited university colleges, but they offer specific approved degree programs. Most of the higher education institutions are run by the Norwegian state and tuition is free of charge, but there are some private higher education institutions that exist within the country, but these private institutions also receive a lot of financial support from the Norwegian state. To be admitted at a university in Norway, a student must take a test known as the Higher Education Entrance Qualification. This test is administered by the Norwegian Universities and College Admissions Service. In admissions, if there are more students who have passed the test than seats available at the university, admissions will be based on points calculated on the basis of the applicant's grades from upper secondary school, which includes the student's schooling while ages 16 to 19 and any relevant work experience. Some vocational programs admit students without the admission tests, with the admission based on work experience, a journeyman certification, or upper secondary vocational qualifications. There are many vocational programs in Norway that students are able to select to attend to gain education and work experience instead of attending higher education. Norwegian higher education institutions comply with the European standard, which numerous institutions within and outside the EU comply with, and the organization, European Association for Quality Assurance in Higher Education, strives to improve qualification frameworks, promote the use of learning outcomes, and create better student-centered learning and teaching. This standard includes a full-time study program of 60 credits per academic year and examination grades awarded on a scale from A to F, with E being the lowest passing grade. In addition, bachelor's programs are 3 years, master's programs are 2 years, and PhD programs are 3 years. The first current Norway education issue is about free tuition. Tuition at higher education institutions in Norway is currently free to all students, even those outside of Europe. Over the last few years, the ability of attending a college and only paying for room and board has led to an increase in international students, especially those from other continents. The University in Norway are now receiving thousands of applications from international students, creating more rigorous admission standards. The universities around but outside of the country have begun to charge international students tuition, even if they are free to the residents, to try to make more income off tuition to pay for the university services. Norway believes that free higher education for all students is a fundamental principle for the Norwegian government. It is important for us to promote the welfare state, and free higher education is very central to this. It has not been questioned by many Norwegian governments. Equality is a value that we support. We do not make a difference between foreign students and domestic students. The second issue in the education system in Norway is the quality of teacher education. The quality of an education system cannot be higher than the quality of teachers. Recently, Norwegian students have performed lower than the mean in comparison to other OECD and Scandinavian countries on international tests. This is believed to be due to the education teachers receive before becoming teachers and the preparedness level of the teachers once in the field. In response, educators and policymakers in Norway took a number of steps to improve the quality of teaching, to boost recruitment into teaching, and to increase the respect for the profession of teaching. A key debate around teacher preparation in Norway today revolves around the role that practice plays in teacher preparation and how the teacher education programs and preparation can be improved to create more effective teachers, leading to students being taught better, resulting in higher test scores. Teachers in Norway state that they learn better in the field as student teachers or teachers, gaining experiences, than at a university in which new learning cannot really be used. There is a separation between teaching theory learned at a university and how teaching is actually effectively done in the classroom. The separation between university learning and experiences in the field make it hard for student teachers to see the relationship between what they learn in their university and their experiences in real schools, and how to implement what they have learned at a university as a teacher in the classroom. Thankfully, the Norwegian government has recognized the problem that exists in teacher education and has created programs to help teachers become more prepared to teach in the classroom. In 2009, the Ministry of Education proposed new standards for teacher education curriculum and created new curricular guidelines. The government has also been investing substantial resources in teacher education, including supporting research grants intended to better understand and develop quality teaching and teacher education. Universities in Norway have redesigned their curriculum to focus upon core practices of teaching, such as observation of children, classroom management, and assessment of learning, and a 5-year partnership between the government and education stakeholders to highlight the significance of teachers in Norwegian society, enhancing the status of teachers, the quality of teacher education, and the quality of teacher profession, the quality of school management, and the recruitment into teaching profession. On the individual level, new teachers are receiving more support via mentoring and by developing centers of teaching excellence. Also, current teachers are provided with more training opportunities and funding, in addition to anchoring the new knowledge promotion curriculum in teachers' lesson planning. The knowledge promotion curriculum is outcome-based learning and includes subject curricula, which are 5 basic skills integrated and adapted to each subject. These skills are the ability to express oneself orally, the ability to read, numeracy, the ability to express oneself in writing, and the ability to use digital tools. This issue in Norway's education has similarities to the American education system, but I believe the American education system went a different route to solve the problem. Depending on the state in which you live, there may be tests you have to take, a credential you have to apply for, or a degree you have to hold to be able to teach at a school. These extra requirements help school districts recognize which teachers applying for the positions are, hopefully, the most prepared for teaching in a classroom. Also, many states require a student to be a student teacher before they receive a degree or before they can teach alone in a classroom. This regulation also helps to make sure teachers are prepared before going into the classroom. Lastly, there are nonprofit programs that help recent graduates to give them extensive training and experience in the classroom. These programs give students experience while also increasing the amount of teachers in high-need school districts. By implementing many new programs, the Norwegian government is striving to make sure teachers are qualified to work in the classroom to help Norwegian students become more educated, helping the country rank higher on education-based exams. I believe the reforms Norway is accomplishing are significant because they are helping the teaching profession become more sought after, improving the quality of teacher training and the status of teachers. Giving free and equal education to all is extremely important because it allows all students, regardless of where they live or their family status, to receive the same education and have the same expectation of success, which overall improves the country's livelihood.